Hey, uh, so I just want to start off this video by saying this is something I want to try and do more in the future. Not necessarily this negative, but just I would like to do more unit reviews after I see gameplay footage, initial thoughts, some of them if I get the unit, showcases, which I still need to do for some other people, but that will be in the future when I actually feel like sitting down and recording gameplay. So today we're gonna talk about Darkrai. You could tell by the title, I am not happy with this unit. So we're just gonna go over Darkrai as a whole and explain what I don't like about him. So just looking at the passives for now. You got Sync Snooze, Breaking Bad, and Shared Nightmare. Sync Snooze is fine. You can use it as a Sync Nuke material. No, sorry, no, not Sync Nuke. You can use it as a turn skipping. You can use it as a turn skipping material, which I think is fine. It's alright. I would like something else there, but it's alright. Breaking Bad lowers one of the following stats of all opponent's sync pairs when the opponent uses a status move. So when you're using Dark Void, you lower one of their stats at random. That's alright. And that goes with his where is it? No, that is in his grid. So yeah, so this one helps power his 3 out of 5 sync nuke, along with Dark Zone and his sync initially having that multiplier with 240 base power. Then Shared Nightmare deals additional damage to all opposing sync pairs that are asleep when the user uses a move type Dark category special. This damage is not affected by some status changes, so it ignores defense increases, which is fine. But may I just say, this mechanic is one of the worst mechanics I've ever seen implemented in this game. Because how this calculates it as a base 10 power move. It does nothing. Like, the most I've seen this do is maybe 1k. If someone has seen it do more, by all means, but just from all the gameplay I've seen, it's done like 1k. Like, this is not a good mechanic at all. I don't understand why they would do this. Going over the rest of his kit, Dark Void, all opponents, puts them to sleep. That's fine. Because Perpetual Nightmare here raises his accuracy and crit rate. Then special attack. Not like you're doing damage either way, but yeah, raises accuracy. It's actually pretty nice. So it's like guaranteed, next to guaranteed. Obviously, Dark Zone, a 50% buff. That's good. That's like the only part of his kit that I say is actually good. Then Dark Pulse. This could have been something else. I guess Dark Pulse with Dark Zone. He just doesn't do much damage, so because it's only base 114 power. So what I give Dark Void over all because it's like, okay, he sleep spams. Why would you use him over something like Delphox, for example? With Dark Void, you don't have to retarget it. Because when it comes to Delphox's hypnosis, you have to hit the specific Pokemon that is awake to put the others to sleep. So with Delphox, you need to constantly be retargeting, see who's asleep, who's awake, and just retarget. Oh, you're waking up, retarget. And it gets a little, I don't want to say repetitive, but like if you mess up, you mess up the chain. Darkrai can just keep it going. Like, oh, every 2 turns, sleep, sleep, sleep. He does it better. Still don't like it. And yeah, I hate this mechanic. Like, it's so pointless. So grid, 1 out of 5. You don't have anything. You have MGR. That is fine. He does his role just fine as a Dark Wish, as a Dark Zone supporter, and Sleep Spammer. He does that perfectly fine. And that's all I would say you need him to do. And Dark Wish alone makes him timeless. Like, he'll always be used because of it. And that's... I hate this unit. So, 2 out of 5. You'll hear me say that a lot. You have Grand Entry, which is fine. He can max out his own special attack. Dark Void Fast Track. I would argue that this is the best ability in his grid. Because because he doesn't raise his own speed, and if the team cut you're going for lacks speed, he can at least buff up his own speed, because he has base 370 speed, which isn't bad. It's fine. But yeah, it's very good. Umbro acceleration as well. So if you're buffing up your own speed, but then you give yourself sync move acceleration, Dark Pulse aggravation, so you could turn skip a little bit better. That's if you're not sleep spamming. Like, sleep spamming makes this irrelevant in my opinion, because they're not doing an action either way. Flinching doesn't make them not use the item, so I don't understand why he has Dark Pulse if he just sleeps. I don't understand it. Someone help me understand. More accuracy, sure, that's fine. 3 out of 5. He gets another break bad. Power play. Here's his sync nuke. He gets his sync from this. Super prep. It's only 20%. I won't go for it. But yeah, but this is how he gets his sync nuke. The way I've seen people use this is so stupid. The only way to get worth out of this is if you're literally sleep spamming them and stacking on sync buffs. I've seen people get up to 7 or 8. Hit him with the sync nuke and call him good. What? Yes, sleep spamming is good, so they're not doing anything, so you can reach those really high CP CS number counts. Like, some people were doing 3 and 4K points with him. Sleep spamming. Yes, that's how you do that. No shit. That does not make him good. He sleep spams. Whoop-de-doo. You can do it with other people. But then damage-wise, he has Dark Pulse, Good Nightmare, Dark Pulse CS2, and just Good Nightmare, period. Good Nightmare will buff his sync even more, assuming they even stay asleep, because the CS enemies in the middle have less than sleep 8. So you really have to Dark Void, then sync like immediately. Maybe 1 or 2 attacks before, in order to get that buff. You could argue that, oh, well, 1 shot's all you need. Yes, but good luck. 1 shot would be all you need. You are right. But good luck. CS2 can have that 70% plus Dark Zone, which is 50. So that's an additional 120% on a base 104 move. I don't see why people think this is necessarily good. Oh, wait. Was that the thing? I guess that was always the thing. Interesting. So on a base 114 move, just... I do not see. Oh yeah, I forgot about this as well. So that's 200%. It's so low base power. I don't see it. I don't think this unit is good. Now, I don't like to propose problems without proposing a solution. So how would I redesign Darkrai? First off, get rid of this entirely, and make this, and get rid of Dark Zone, because I don't like Dark Zone on all of these fairs and all of these limited units. I think it's such a garbage sales model. You're only pulling for the zone and their limited tag. That's it. Marnie, you're not going to see forever. Cynthia, you're never going to see again. You're much better off pulling for them for that limited stamp, and they're better units anyway. So what I would change this to is sleep extension. So with the sleep extension, you can actually get off a better sync nuke, where you can actually time it right. I would replace Dark Wish for X Regen All, and Dark Pulse for Dream Eater. But then, as I said, this mechanic is absolutely useless. So what I would change So I wouldn't change this necessarily, but I would change how it works. Instead of scaling it off of a base 10 power move, what you do is that you make this act as additional damage on every hit dealt, based on percentage of damage done. So this, 1, artificially raises the damage cap. 2, artificially raises everyone's DPS as a whole. 3, they don't do shit. This unit would become ageless like that. So let's say, for example, this became like 10% of damage dealt, it doesn't echo. And that's the general term for it. That's known as echo damage. So let's say it's a 10% echo, and someone hits a blast burn on red and you're using him as sleep spamming for 25k. 10% of that is... Okay, actually, let's use a more even number. Let's say you hit 20k, right? 20k is a respectable number in the sun. You would do an additional 2,000 damage. And that's still on the lower end. If you were, because people do sync, because people hit the sync nuke cap at like two sync buffs, for example. Like that's what Marnie does. You do a support EX and you smash them for the cap, right? That cap damage, running up to 100k, you do an additional 10k. So you artificially raise the damage cap. Maybe you might put more percentage of this instead of just 10. Who knows? But if this was an echo for everyone, it would have been so much better. Because I just see it as useless otherwise. So the point of this unit would be to make him sustainable. With X Regional and Dream Eater, it would make him be able to take aggro, sleep spam as much as he wants. Any hits he does take from like a sync move, or if you miss time to sleep, you can just heal it back with X Regional while spamming Dark Void, or Dream Eater healing that back. But then the grid, you would have obviously, you obviously give it Good Nightmare, because that would actually not be that bad. You would give it like Master Hero, for example. Just something like that. This unit could have been so much better. I'm very disappointed with how they did him. They made him try to do so much. They try to make him sleep, which he does that fine. They try to make him support. He can do that fine. They try to make him do damage. Sync nuke. He only does those alright. And they try to make him debuff, which he doesn't even do all that well. You need to be spamming that shit. Because right now, we blitz. We don't stall. That's the thing. CS is done pre-syncs. He doesn't really let that happen. He just stalls out the sync. So he might be good for some things in the future, but right now, I just don't see how he's good at all. He's alright. If you want to pull from him because he's Darkrai, only go for 1 out of 5. You're not missing much else. I might just kind of review with Crisol as well. I don't fucking know. But that's how I'd fix Darkrai. Those are my issues with him. And yeah.